I want to be with Irv, but then a part of me is like, you know what? I think I've outgrown you.
The women that you're with, you refer to them as scallywags.
In 2007, he came out with a reality show called Gotti's Way. And Gotti's Way was only 2 seasons, but those 2 seasons showed me an intimate view on what it looked like to decouple, what it looked like to attempt to co-parent, the differences between what a mother felt that the family needed and what she needed as an individual, and what the father thought he needed to do to be a provider and to keep his family together.
Okay, before we dive into this situation, and trust me, it truly is a situation, I need to ask you all something first. Has anyone else been thinking that Irv Gotti's life could easily turn into a full documentary? Honestly, with the amount of chaos, drama, and public mess tied to this man, a simple documentary would not even be enough. At this point, it feels like his story could be stretched into a full Netflix limited series with multiple episodes. But right now, the reason everyone is talking is because Deb Lorenzo, Irv Gotti's ex-wife, has finally decided to speak up. After years of staying quiet, she is now sharing her side of the story. And when I say her story is heavy, I mean it is the kind of truth that makes people uncomfortable.
There's no boundaries. Like, he comes, we're there, we're available. He's living 2 lives. And for me, it doesn't make sense.
You have found that woman. It might not have lasted, but you have found...
She's definitely a special one, but she wasn't special enough for me to stop.
The type of truth that explains a lot of unanswered questions. This is not light gossip. This is real-life pain, finally being put into words. Deb is now opening the door to what life was really like inside that home. And what she is revealing is a lot to process. So take a breath, get comfortable, because this story becomes messy very quickly. Here is what we know so far. Irv Gotti and Deb Lorenzo officially divorced in 2013 after being together for 10 years. That is a long time. For years, people looked at Deb and asked the same question over and over again. Why did she stay for so long? From the outside, Irv's behavior was not exactly hidden. He was openly disrespectful, bold with his actions, and did not seem concerned about keeping family matters private.
Still married, but we were separated when they were dating. I was used to it from the beginning, like him going and traveling. I just wasn't used to the women. That was like new, like, where did these hoes come from?
You know, I think...
You wanted people to forgive you when you do stuff?
Don't talk about the cheat. I'm a good chip off the old block, aside from the infidelity. You know, in my crazy mind, I thought that was life. This is my wife, this is my family, but this bitch is here to suck my...
Deb has now shared that his behavior was not only painful, but humiliating, even in front of their children. Imagine being disrespected by your partner while your kids are right there watching everything happen. That kind of experience leaves lasting emotional damage. According to Deb, the mistreatment did not stop there. She says she was often mocked, criticized for her education, and judged for how she raised her children. All of this happened while she was trying her best to keep the family together. What makes this even harder is that people blamed her for staying. Many did not understand how complicated these situations can be.
Why is it that if a man gets married, a man and woman get married, if they're separated, they're not gonna be together. They're not staying together. I can't go mess with other girls until I sign a divorce paper? Why?
No, yes you can.
Okay, then what's the problem?
Leaving is not always simple. There are children involved, shared finances, emotional pressure, and fear of the unknown. These situations can trap people in ways outsiders do not see. Deb was living in the middle of that confusion for years. When Deb married Irv in 2003, she had hope. She believed they were building something together. She imagined him focusing on his career while she managed the household and raised their children. She thought they were forming a strong partnership. What she actually experienced was very different. Irv treated faithfulness like a choice instead of a commitment. According to Deb, the cheating was not a one-time mistake. It was repeated behavior, a habit, a way of life.
She used to wear these juicy sweats and her ass was looking fat. Her ass was looking great. So one day, I was like, yo, I'll take you home. She said, bet, cool. I walk her to the front door of her crib. She turns to say goodbye. And I just kiss her and grab her ass. And just, mwah.
What hurt even more was his mindset. Deb says Irv truly believed that expecting loyalty from him was unrealistic. In his eyes, she was wrong for believing one woman could ever be enough for him. Meanwhile, she was at home taking care of the children, managing the household, and being a wife. The imbalance was painful and unfair. Deb has described their relationship as deeply unhealthy. And honestly, that might still be putting it lightly. Some people may remember the reality show Gotti's Way from 2007. Even back then, viewers could see tension and cracks in the marriage. The cameras caught moments, but much more happened when no one was watching.
The fear and like, can I survive on my own? I feel stuck a little bit. And I've been like this for a while. I stayed this long because I was afraid. You know, when we first separated, I really thought, Irv would come back home. I thought we would work things out. And then as time goes on, you see it's not gonna work.
Despite all of this, Deb kept trying. She hoped Irv would eventually change. She believed he might one day decide to become a better husband and father. At one point, she even started the divorce process, but stopped herself. Her main reason was the children, especially their eldest son. She did not want to break up the family or raise her kids in a divided home. So she stayed and endured more pain, hoping things would improve. Sadly, they did not. To be fair, there are parts of Irv's story that deserve acknowledgement. He adopted Deb's daughter from a previous relationship and raised her as his own. By many accounts, he treated her like his biological child. She did not even know the truth about her biological father until much later.
Made those records. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wrote them, but she wrote them with the help of me telling her what to write. And all of y'all, whoever knows me, I don't lie. I'm not a liar. I'm gonna spritz it up and jazz it up. Is this the camera?
Yes.
Ashanti, you cannot spritz it up. You cannot jazz it up. The minute you put some spritzy and jazz it up, it's not a cover. So when it's not a cover, now it has to come back to me to clear it.
Irv also showed up for school events and weekend visits. He was present at times and not completely absent as a parent. However, this is where things become complicated. Those moments of involvement gave Deb hope. Each time he showed up and acted like a family man, she believed there might still be a chance to fix things. That hope kept her waiting longer than she should have. She stayed trapped in a cycle of believing things could improve, even when the reality said otherwise. Throughout their marriage, Irv had other women. Deb knew about that. Most of them came and went without lasting impact. They did not threaten the marriage in a serious way. But everything changed when Ashanti entered the picture. Ashanti was not just another woman. She was successful, talented, and rising quickly in the industry. Her career was growing, and she was constantly in the spotlight.
The obsession with Ashanti continued. Even now, at 48 years old, he's still out here looking for women who will accept his behavior and put up with his mess. It's honestly sad at this point.
Irv became deeply invested in her success. Deb noticed a clear shift. Irv went from being involved at home to barely being present. His focus moved almost entirely to Ashanti's career, decisions, and public image. As rumors spread and Irv continued mentioning Ashanti in interviews, people began questioning the nature of their relationship. Was he just her manager, or was something more going on? Irv later claimed that Ashanti was not responsible for breaking up his marriage and that he and Deb were already separated. Deb says that version of events is not accurate. According to Deb, the closer Irv grew to Ashanti, the worse life became at home. When Ashanti eventually moved on and began dating Nelly, Irv struggled emotionally. Deb says he became angry and frustrated, and she ended up carrying the weight of that emotional fallout. The tension increased, the disrespect grew stronger, everything became heavier. Deb wanted to leave, but she felt trapped. She depended on Irv financially and had no clear way to support herself and the children on her own. This is a reality many people do not talk about enough. Leaving an unhealthy relationship is not always easy when survival is on the line. So she stayed longer than she should have, not because she wanted to, but because she felt she had no choice. For a long time, the relationship with Ashanti remained speculation. People suspected the truth, but had no confirmation. Eventually, Irv publicly admitted to the relationship. He did not stop there. He went on to openly discuss other women he had been involved with, including Karen Steffens. He shared these details publicly without shame. That was the moment Deb realized the marriage was truly over. There was no recovery from that level of public embarrassment. He was no longer hiding anything. In fact, he seemed proud. That was when Deb finally packed her belongings and walked away for good. She did not look back. Even after the divorce, Irv continued the same behavior. Now that Deb has told her story, people are reacting strongly. The comments online are intense. What stands out to many is that Irv survived serious legal battles and major challenges, yet the topic he keeps returning to publicly is Ashanti. So now the question is yours. What do you think about Deb finally sharing her truth? Do you believe Irv will ever truly move on? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you stayed until the end, make sure to like and subscribe. More stories are coming, and trust me, the next one will be just as messy. Until then, stay curious, stay blessed, and I will see you in the next video.